COVID-19 live updates. Moderna president hopeful for herd immunity by mid-year. Dr. Stephen Hoge, president of Moderna, spoke to ABC's Good Morning America. A pandemic of the novel coronavirus has now infected more than 103 million people worldwide and killed over 2.2 million of them, according to real-time data compiled by the Center for Systems Science and Engineering at Johns Hopkins University. Latest headlines. New CDC reports show who got COVID-19 vaccines and programs first month. More than 6 million newly diagnosed U.S. cases in January. 1 in 12 Americans have now tested positive. Europol warns of fake COVID-19 test certificates. Moderna president hopeful that U.S. can achieve herd immunity by mid-year. Variants detected at refugee accommodation center in Germany. Officials say here's how the news is developing today. All times Eastern. Northeast winter storm throws wrench in COVID-19 vaccinations. New Jersey's 6 mass vaccination sites will be closed Tuesday due to a winter storm that's grounded planes and halted subways across the Northeast. New Jersey healthcare providers will reach out via text, email or phone to reschedule canceled appointments, according to the governor's office. Vaccination sites in New York, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Philadelphia and parts of Washington, D.C., Maryland and Virginia were also affected by the snowstorm on Monday. ABC News' Joshua Hoyos contributed to this report. February 1. 3:28 p.m. South Africa's coronavirus czar calls unequal global vaccine distribution. Disheartening. South Africa's coronavirus czar lamented unequal COVID-19 vaccine distribution between rich and poor countries, calling it disheartening. In an interview with ABC News, the part of it that is most distressing is the way in which vaccines are being unevenly distributed, said Salim Abdul Karim, chairman of the South African Ministerial Advisory Committee on COVID-19. No single country can vaccinate its own population and think that it can stay safe while new virus variants emerge in parts of the world without vaccines, he explained. That simply is a recipe for disaster. Karim's comments follow similar criticism from South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa last week, who accused wealthy countries of hoarding excess vaccine doses that they did not immediately need. February 1. 1:33 p.m. New CDC reports show who got COVID-19 vaccines and programs first month. 2 new reports from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention detail who received COVID-19 vaccines during the first month of the United States vaccination program. Of the 13 million Americans who got at least one dose between December 14 and January 14, 63% were women and 55% were 55 years old or older, according to the reports, which were released Monday. The new data revealed a troubling trend in nursing home settings. While nearly 78% of residents got at least one vaccine dose, only 38% of staff members got vaccinated, which suggests barriers to vaccination for staff that need to be overcome, according to the CDC. The racial breakdown of who got vaccinated is less clear. Since multiple jurisdictions aren't reporting a breakdown by race, there's missing data on about half of the people who were vaccinated. Based on the data that's currently available, 60% of those people who received vaccines were white, 12% were Hispanic and 5% were black, the CDC reported. As the vaccination rollout continues, it is critical to ensure efficient and equitable administration to persons in each successive vaccine priority category, especially those at highest risk for infection and severe health outcomes, the CDC said. More than 6 million newly diagnosed U.S. cases in January. 1 in 12 Americans have now tested positive. January marked the nation's deadliest month of the coronavirus pandemic, with a death total approximately 4 times the reported number of COVID-19 deaths recorded by the U.S. in any month between June and October 2020. According to an ABC News analysis of data compiled by the COVID Tracking Project, a volunteer-run effort to track the U.S. outbreak. In total, The virus has claimed the lives of over 440,000 people in the U.S., which translates to about 1 in every 747 Americans, according to an ABC News analysis of data collected by Johns Hopkins University. The U.S. death toll is approximately 147 times the total lives lost during the terrorist attacks on September 11, 2001. And is around 65% of the total number of deaths that were recorded nationwide during the 1918 influenza pandemic. Although the country's 7-day average of daily COVID-19 deaths appears to be plateauing, the U.S. is still reporting an average of just over 3,100 new deaths from the disease per day. According to the COVID Tracking Project data, more than 6 million COVID-19 infections were diagnosed nationwide during the month of January, making it the country's second worst month of the pandemic in terms of confirmed cases, data shows. Over the weekend, the country's cumulative tally of confirmed cases surpassed 26 million, which signifies that 1 in every 12 Americans has now tested positive for COVID-19. However, the national 7-day average of daily COVID-19 cases has dropped by 32.3%, the lowest average the country has seen since mid-November, according to the COVID Tracking Project data. COVID-19 hospitalizations also continued to decline rapidly across the country. The number of COVID-19 patients currently hospitalized nationwide is the lowest since late November. In total, more than 800,000 people have been hospitalized with COVID-19 in the U.S. since the start of the pandemic, according to the COVID Tracking Project data.